"This is a huge feature," Cordes said. "It's incredible that it stayed hidden off the U.S. East Coast for so long." The existence of the reef was confirmed during a pair of submersible dives this week that were part of a 2-week expedition to explore uncharted canyons, gas seeps and coral ecosystems off the Atlantic coast. The discovery builds upon research this summer by scientists working aboard the Okeanos Explorer, a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration ship. As Cordes readied to board the famous deep-sea submersible Alvin on Thursday morning, he said he was excited to get a first look at a site called Richardson Ridge. There was no telling what might be found, but his hope and goal was to find and collect corals. 7 hours later, Cordes, coral scientist Kathy McFadden and Alvin pilot Bruce Strickrott returned to the surface with the front end of the submersible loaded with Lophilia pertusa, a stony coral species, and a variety of other hard and soft corals. Cordes, a deep-sea ecologist and professor at Temple University, called it an unbelievable ecosystem unlike anything he has seen before. He has done a lot of work in the Gulf of Mexico, where Lophilia are also common. But unlike in the Gulf, finding colonies in this part of the Atlantic proved easy. "Just mountains of it," Cordes said as a crew worked to secure Alvin back on the ship's deck. "We couldn't find a place that didn't have corals. The live corals are growing atop giant mounds of rubble, the skeletal remains of coral colonies that have been growing in the same area for millennia." Cordes expects these Atlantic coral structures could be hundreds of thousands of years old. "It's kind of thrown my mental image of what the reefs out here look like for a loop," she said. Cordes said the goal of the expedition, which is funded by the NOAA, Bureau of Ocean Energy Management and U.S. Geological Survey, is to identify and ultimately safeguard sensitive habitats in a swath of ocean that remains largely unexplored. For the last week, the team of scientists has been working late into the night conducting experiments, preserving corals and other species for future testing, and analyzing mud and water samples. "It doesn't get more direct than that," Cordes said. "There's a reason they're down there." HuffPost environment reporter Chris D'Angelo is reporting from aboard R/V Atlantis until September 3.